Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the new products that I picked up from Yesstyle. If you don't know what Yesstyle is, it's just a website that you can buy Korean beauty brands from. So I picked up a new eyeshadow palette, some blush, bronzer, and some lip products. Oh, and also, obviously, an eyebrow product. So yeah, if you guys want to see me test out these products, then definitely keep on watching. And if you enjoy Kbeauty hauls and Yesstyle try-ons, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. It would help me out so much. And also, please subscribe to my channel before you leave. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I didn't actually pick up a primer or a foundation or a concealer or a highlight, but I have everything else. So I've already done those things off camera. So just to make myself look a little bit more normal, I think we should start off with the brows. I did pick up this brow pencil from tonymoly. It is called the Lovely Eyebrow Pencil. I think I got the shade Ash Brown. So here's what the tip looks like. It's pretty fine. And it does come with a spoolie, which is nice. So let's go ahead and fill these in. The formula seems pretty dry, not too creamy, which I like. Sometimes if a brow product is too creamy, it's difficult to control, and you wind up getting too much pigment. This color is a little bit dark, but I think I can make it work. The good thing is it seems to have a good neutral undertone, so it's not too warm. Okay, that actually worked really well. I don't have any complaints. The color is nice, the spoolie is nice, and the formula is nice as well. It's not too dry, but it's also not too wet. It's like the perfect in between. Yeah, I really like it. I'll have to test it out a little bit more to see how long it wears and stuff, but so far so good. Okay, so the next thing I picked up is this little cute eyeshadow quad from Romand. It has 4 shades, 3 mattes and 1 shimmer, and it is more of a neutral cool tone palette, so I'm really excited about this because I don't have anything like this in my collection. I've been really loving more small compact palettes. It's just easy, you don't have to think too much about it. It's not overwhelming on an everyday basis. This is something that I can really see myself reaching for, so let's go ahead and test it out. I'm going to first start off with the lightest shade here, which looks like a nice cream color, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. Okay, so I just zoomed you guys in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay, awesome. So next, let's go in with the second deepest shade, this one right here, and we're going to use that as our transition shade. It's a nice light neutral brown, and I'm just buffing that in the crease using windshield wiper motions and also some little circles. So right off the bat, these colors are very soft and they blend out nicely, but they aren't crazily pigmented. So if you are any deeper than me, these might not show up on you, or they're just going to take a really long time to build, but they are building nicely. Also, I don't seem to be getting any fallout with these, which is super nice since I've already done my base. But again, it is taking me a while to build this up, and this still isn't super deep. I'm going to go in with a slightly smaller brush just to intensify the crease a little bit. I'm going to go in with the same shade, see if I can really pack it in there. I'm going to go with a little bit of the deepest shade as well, just a touch. And then back in with that fluffy brush I was using, I'm just going to blend around those edges. But I didn't add any more product. And I guess while we're here, we'll just run those 2 shades along the lower lash line as well. These are pretty powdery. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but as I'm pressing the brush onto my skin, a lot of powder is like flying in front of my eyeball. So yeah, they're a little bit powdery and they're not super pigmented, but they do build up and they blend out pretty nicely. And for like an everyday soft sort of look, I feel like they're nice. So next, let's go in with the shimmer. And I think for the shimmer, I'm going to try to use a brush and spray my brush. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of fixing spray, so I'm tapping in. Load up that brush. Sprayer. Whoa, this is really pretty. Very reflective, and it's a little bit glittery, but the glitter particles are very small, so it's not chunky or too overpowering. Okay, so for some reason I feel like when I first apply it and it's still kind of wet from the brush, it looked a little bit brighter. But now that it's kind of dried down, I feel like it's still really sparkly and pretty, but it's a little bit more subtle. It's almost like a ballerina twinkly or like a night sky star twinkle. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's not like a super reflective metallic. It's more of a girly sort of sparkle, if that makes sense. So overall, I enjoy this palette. I think it's very good if you're looking for something that's good for every day, that's very soft. It's not super pigmented right away, which can be good because it can be a little bit intimidating if something is too pigmented. So I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and just deepen up the outer corner a little bit and add some eyeliner, and then we will move on to testing the rest of the products. Oh, and some mascara because I didn't pick up a mascara. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I just applied some liner, lashes, mascara, and I cleaned up my brows a little bit. And yeah, let's move on to the complexion products. So the first thing I want to try is this multi-stick that I got from the brand I'm Meme. Here's what the packaging looks like. It's very cute. So this is supposed to be a bronzer stick. They had a lot of different shades. They had like blush shades, highlighter shades, but I decided to pick up the bronzer shade just because I don't have a lot of cream bronzer slash contours. I'm gonna apply some directly to my brush, tap it off on the back of my hand. Here's what the shade is looking like. It did look a little bit more cool toned on the website, but we'll see once we apply it. I'm just using a densely packed brush to buff this in. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit warmer, but it's not orange or anything, and it's very creamy. Seems to be blending on top of the foundation nicely, and then I'm just gonna go around the edges of that with my sponge. Okay, I didn't have any issues with that. It blended out nicely. It's nice and pigmented, very creamy. It's a little bit warmer than what I would go for usually, but for like a summer bronzy look, I think it's really nice. And then over top of that, or I guess like to contour, I have this powder contour by Missha. It's called their Cotton Contour. This one is in the shade Smoked Hazel. Just comes in a little compact like so. Not very big, it's kind of small, but I think a little bit will go a long way just because, you know, you don't need a lot of product to contour. Just gonna apply some of that to the hollows of my cheeks. Oh yeah, very pigmented. Love the color, it looks just like a shadow. I'm gonna go over that bronzer a little bit just to tone down the warmth. Take a little bit down the sides of my nose. Underneath the lip. Awesome, those look really nice. So next, for blush, I have this Peripera blush, Pure Blushed Sunshine Chic. Say that 5 times fast. In the shade 04 Nude Amber. Let's go ahead and test this out. Whoa, it looks really pigmented. Yep, super pigmented. So be careful. I really like this color. It's like a sunburny kind of color almost. Very natural. Yeah, so that blush is really nice. It's super pigmented, easy to blend, not patchy. 2 thumbs up. Okay, last for lips. I have 2 lip colors to choose from. I have this really fun bright corally pink and then a nude. I think for this look we're gonna go with the nude. Or let's swatch it. Let's just see. Can you guys hear my cat meowing? So this one is actually like, it's called an Ink Velvet by Peripera. No, it's not lunchtime. He wants his dinner, but it's not dinner time yet. Comes in a little squeezy bottle, and it's supposed to like stain your lips. Whoa, that is super bright. I thought I got more of a nude color, but guess that's what we're working with. Maybe that could work. And then the other one is an Ink Airy Velvet Lipstick by Peripera. Got a lot of Peripera stuff here. Didn't realize that. Ooh, I really like this packaging. Super sleek. Looks really luxurious. It's really lightweight though. It's called the Ink Airy Stick, and this is in the shade number 12. This one's still pretty pinky actually, but I think we're gonna go with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. Wipe off my lip balm. I'm just going to take my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in the shade Pillow Talk. Alright. Okay, so this is a really interesting texture. It's very dry, but it doesn't feel drying on the lips. It's just not super creamy, so it's hard to kind of get the pigment off of the stick, if that makes sense. It's not very emollient, but it doesn't feel dry on the lips. It just feels like, it doesn't really feel like you're wearing anything. It's a tad bit drying, but not like a liquid lipstick drying. It is quite airy like the name would suggest, so I guess that's pretty fitting. Alright, let's just assess the situation here. I'm going to set my brows. I don't have a Korean brow gel, so I'm just gonna use my Essence Make Me Brow in the shade Brownie Brows. Now my cat's running around upstairs, destroying my living room. He's so impatient when it comes to food. Like in the mornings, if I don't get up and feed him, he'll start like pawing at my face. And then when he gets really aggravated, he'll actually take his claws out and like gently kind of claw at me. He's really intense when it comes to his food. Okay, and then to set the face, I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Microfine Setting Mist. Oh, totally missed my face. Okay, so let's quickly run through everything. So the brow pencil I really like. I did find that when I was cleaning up my brows, it kind of tended to smudge a little bit. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that and keep testing it out. But on first application, I liked it. It didn't seem too creamy. But yeah, when I kind of spoolied through it a lot, it did kind of smear. So we'll have to see about that. The eyeshadow palette is really beautiful and nice. I think for everyday, soft, sort of ethereal looks, it would be perfect. And also really great for travel. I really like the cream bronzer, super creamy and blendable. I would look into getting a different shade just because I prefer something a little bit more neutral or ashy on my skin tone. The powder contour, on the other hand, I really enjoyed. This is like the perfect shadowy color for fair skin tones. So if you have a fair skin tone and you have trouble finding a contour color, definitely check this out because they're very affordable and really pigmented and blendable and really good. Also, the blush was super nice, very pigmented, very easy to blend. I love this color. It's almost like a sunburny sort of color. It's got a little bit of pink, a little bit of coral, a little bit of red, a little bit of brown. It's really beautiful and unique. I don't really have a color just like that. As for the lip product, I like it. I feel like it's not going to transfer a lot just because it wasn't super emollient, so that's a good thing. It does have a velvety sort of texture like the name would suggest, and it is very lightweight, slightly drying, not like super moisturizing, but not overly drying. And I really like this color. It's very pretty. I will say that Korean lip colors are very bright. So on the website, these colors looked a little bit more like neutral, but in person, they're very bright. So if you don't like bright lip colors, you might not like these. But if you like bright lip colors, especially for spring and summer, I think these are really nice. And also the packaging of this one in particular is really sleek. I'm gonna have to play with this one. This one looks super interesting. It's in like a little, almost looks like a dropper, like a, I don't even know, chemistry class, like skincare sort of thing. You know what I'm talking about? You get me. But yeah, that's everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun hanging out with you today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.